Places, ladies and gentlemen. Places.
Oh. Places.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm Jen.
And I am Sarah, and we are the Golden Rods of the Bay. And this is our very first review vlog.
Our very first one.
I know, this is so exciting. So this one took place at SHNSF, and it's the Miss Saigon National Tour that took place at the Orpheum Theater in San Francisco.
And we were there for opening night, so that was pretty cool that we got to see this show on the very first night. So it's still running. It's running for the rest of this month. It goes until, actually, October or November. I don't have the actual date. I'm not sure. I'll put it down below.
Yeah, we'll list it down below.
List it, yeah.
So this trip, actually, this is very rare for us. This is the, we actually went into the city separately. Yeah, so I actually took BART one way from the East Bay. It cost me $6.35 to get to Civic Center. So.
And I drove in. I had to be at work in the city early that morning, so I drove in and I used Spot Hero. Used to be called Parking Panda, but now Spot Hero has taken it over. And so I parked and I bought my parking spot in advance, and it was $25. So we usually split that, so it's basically the cost of what BART would be anyway.
That's right.
So we'd like to do that.
Yeah, so that parking spot that we got is actually at the Holiday Inn.
Right across the street from the Orpheum Theater. So
yeah.
And it boasts our little favorite hangout.
Yeah, it's kind of our little spot before the shows, and we like to get a nice cocktail there and some light snacks.
Yes, shout out to the bartenders at the Holiday Inn, because if you notice in our video, you'll see that we were not drinking any cocktails at the show.
It's water in our glasses because he had a very nice pour for us. So shout out to the bartender at the Holiday Inn.
Yes, we love you. Yeah,
that's
so
right.
Yeah.
So while we were there, my good friend here always likes to pop on the SHN website.
I do. I happened to go on just to look to see what tickets they had available.
What's available that
for
night.
that night, exactly, for that night. So here's a little tip that you'll get from us that we suggest that you should go and check that out, and then go to the box office before the show starts, because like she said, you never know what you're gonna end up with, and what somebody may have returned back, and so we ended up with front row seats. So shout out to Raul.
That's right, at the box office. Raul, thank you so very much.
Yes. So when you go up to the box office, be nice. Don't be dicks. Be nice to them. Just be nice to them.
Season ticket holders have their privileges, so don't be afraid to go up and ask. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to end up sitting in the seats that you knew you were going to get, or you might end up in the front row next to the Golden Rods of the Bay.
Yes, exactly. So true, so true.
Yeah,
so we definitely suggest you do that. Also suggest that you go and get your merch beforehand.
Yeah, so we head to the Orpheum Theater. We try to hit the restroom first.
Yes, that's true.
We recommend that, even if you don't have to go, just try, because the restroom situation, it gets crowded there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the merch.
Yes. I am a magnet girl, so I get a magnet from
magnet is a must for Jenny.
Show. Yeah, so I do get a magnet from every show.
Yeah.
And so, and then we went back, and you'll see in our video, you'll see us, if you pay attention, you'll see us point out our normal seats, and then you'll see us walk.
Those are our season ticket, actually, those are our SHN season ticket seats, and we pass them on by for the front row.
Exactly, yeah. So join us. We're going to go ahead and review the show in just a minute here, so we hope you'll join us.
All right, thanks.
Bye. Oh,
curtain. this is our first show in the 2018-2019 season. This is the national tour of Miss Saigon, running October 9th through November 4th at the Orpheum Theater. It's directed by Lawrence Connor and staged by Bob Avian and musically directed by James Moore.
So we were not. This wasn't our favorite show. We were
the season is fantastic at SHN, and let's just say this wasn't on the top of the list.
We were a little bummed to know that this is how it's like our season was going to start. But I have to say,
we were blown away. Yeah, absolutely.
It was amazing. It was fantastic.
Yeah, so let's start talking a little bit about the lighting, the set, costumes, that sort of stuff. So the lighting was spectacular. I think we both agreed on that.
Yeah. Without giving away anything too much, but the helicopter.
Yes.
Amazing.
It was absolutely amazing.
Amazing. Amazing.
A pivotal part of the show, and it really took us there. So.
I loved the set. I thought the set was really cool. I loved the way that it went out into the audience a little bit, and so I really thought that they nailed it with the set.
Yeah, the set for me, it really didn't do much for me. I mean, it was fine, but it really didn't speak to me for anything over the top. So.
Okay. Yeah. And then the costumes.
I was really impressed with the costumes. We sat in the front row, so sometimes when you sit in the front row, you get a really close up view of the costumes and the wigs, and sometimes it's not that great. But
last leg of the tour.
Yeah. So, little,
a little tattered, but not.
But
not
in this
costumes.
case, sitting in the front row, the costumes were absolutely fantastic. The wigs were great. The costumes were hot. I will say that.
Yes.
The ladies, the men.
Yes.
We were a little. Yeah.
The little guy on the stage over on.
Yeah. There's a gentleman on stage. Comment below and let us know if you see him. But it was a little treat. We'll just say that.
Yes.
And so the sound as well. So how did you feel about the sound?
I don't know if it was me being in the front row or not, but I felt like the sound was a little off. I thought that Kim's mic could have been turned up a little bit more. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, the sound was fine for me. We obviously were sitting right next to each other. I didn't have a problem with the sound. I thought the orchestra, they were on point. And the sound was fine for me.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So the performances.
Yes, let's get to the performances.
Yes. So the lead actors and actresses, Red Concepcion.
Yeah, he was the MC.
He was the engineer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Engineer.
Yes. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah.
The engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was amazing. And then we have Emily
Bautista. Yeah, she played
Kim.
And alongside her was Anthony Festa, who played Chris. Wow, their chemistry was.
Yeah, I felt a little bit like that.
Yeah, and sitting in the front row, I have to say, it felt hella close. Yeah. I felt like we were intruding. Yeah. There was a little bit of that going on. It was really hot.
Amazing.
Their chemistry was right there.
So good.
And then let's see, Stacey Bono played Ellen. So spoiler alert, there is a new song for Ellen in the show, and I felt like it was a fantastic ad for her character and for the show itself. So
yeah. So our standout performances. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So for me, standout performance was Twee, who was played by Jin-Woo Jung. He was phenomenal.
Yes.
I have to say he did have a little mic issue. Being in the front row, we could see it, and he played it so cool. And it was just phenomenal. I was there for him.
Yeah, and there were also some standout moments. I guess, a little spoiler alert on this, but there's a moment where there's a little nod to Book of Mormon with a specific character in one of the scenes where he does a nice little hello, and we thought that was fantastic. We talked about that.
Theater folks will catch that.
Yeah, that's
let us know if you caught that.
A little nod. That was actually fantastic.
Our Tam.
Oh, the Tam. Oh, absolutely.
Was just adorable.
Wonderful.
And so into the moment. It was amazing to see him.
Absolutely.
We were really excited.
The ensemble was wonderful and strong.
Yes.
Absolutely. The cast is large.
Their chemistry.
Yeah.
All of them together to
the
be
women,
like that into the
absolutely strong. Absolutely strong. Wonderful performances. The cast is large. It's a great show. You really should try to see it if you're in the area. Check it out. Miss Saigon.
It's running again from October the 9th through November 4th, and it's at the Orpheum Theater in San Francisco. So you should absolutely check it out.
Yeah.
So
what's next?
The next show Waitress.
Wait, what's cooking? What's baking?
We are so excited to see it. We're going to come back with you for a review with that. So hope you'll still be around to check it out.
Yeah, so be sure to like, comment below, subscribe. Have you seen Miss Saigon? Are you going to see it? How did you feel about the show? What did you think? Did you agree with us, disagree? Let us know below. We'd love to hear your comments.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, well, curtain.
Yes, curtain. There we go.